FM 100 have a very special guest on the phone. You most likely know her from Kate Plus 8, Kate Gosselin.
Morning. Hey, Kate.
Good morning. How are you? Oh, I love your accent.
Oh, boy.
Oh, she got you right away. She complimented you before you were ready.
All right. Now, Michelle has something she wants to tell you about me.
Okay.
And this is, we're not trying to make you feel awkward. I hope you love this. Every day when he sees you on TV, he will turn to me in the control room and go, God, she is so hot and looks so good. We discuss this at least twice a week.
Right.
I just say that because I'm a frazzled mom of 8. So somehow if somebody can do something with hair and makeup that makes me look great, I'm just eternally grateful.
Yeah, I think you look great. I think I wish I could be a part of your life, but I know that's impossible, that we live too far apart.
Oh, that's sweet. I love your accent. It's just, I love the South, and I love being down there. My Southern fans are begging me relentlessly to add that to my bookstore, so.
You should.
Yeah, you could come
I
to
would
Memphis.
love to. I used to do a lot of the Southern women's shows and all of that, and I really do. I love the weather. I love the people. You guys are great.
Yeah, great. Now, you've got this book out called Love is in the Mix. It's got to be fun. How does it feel to accomplish something like this? Get this book out. You're going to the airport, and there you are in the books are all for sale there, and you see yourself. Does that make you feel pretty good?
It does. It definitely, there's a process when you write a book, and this is my first cookbook, so obviously this was a little different. But my closest friends just laugh at me because, and I think that this is for every author, you get to a point in writing a book, and I say this out loud, and that's when I know, it's time to be done. But I say, this is terrible to admit, but I say, I'm not going to read this book when it comes out. I'm not ever going to look at it again. Once it's published, I'm not going to do it. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of making it perfect. I'm just tired. I'm tired of it. And my friends go, deadline soon? That's what they say now. Right. So I did the same thing with this book. This was a little more difficult because I love to cook. It's how I show my love. It's my art. It's my passion.
Sure.
One of many. And I'm really, truly happy by choice anywhere I am, but I love to be in my kitchen. And so this book, I had to sit and discipline myself and make measurements, actually measure out, because I cook from my head and I taste and I learned to combine flavors just really by accident. And so this was a really difficult one to do. It was balanced, though, by the fact that this was the first book that my kids were really involved in. Maddie is a published photographer now. She's got a great eye for photography. Her editing, she does little videos, and her editing skills are amazing.
Aww.
And that's what she loves to do. So she has a few of her photos in here. And Kara helped me with all of the manuscripts to do all the grammar and sentence structure and spelling checks. And they were all my recipe testers. They contributed. They said, make sure this recipe's in there. And every time you write a book, the books arrive on your doorstep. We opened them together. This is the first set they've been really aware of because they're older.
Right.
We opened the boxes of books, and collectively we all went, oh! And you know what? I love the book. Every time I just fall in love with it. And this one's so well done. It was all of our efforts that came together, and they're very proud of it, differently than, Mommy's an author. She wrote 3 books. Now this is our book.
Let me ask you this, because you're saying your kids are so involved. Do you think, or what would you do if they turned it around and said, Mommy, I want to write a tell-all book about our childhood? Do you think that's possible?
You know what? I would be I'd be fine with that, because I know that everything that they would write, if they want to open their lives up someday, I wouldn't count it out. If they wanted to say it, I'd say go for it. I think that a lot of the things that I know that a lot of the things that you read are not true, and certainly there's speculation out there the kids are damaged or whatever, blah, blah, blah. The truth is, I live here, they live here, they're normal kids. Anyone who comes here, from camera crew for this thing or friends that we met here or there, everyone is just blown away. They're like, your kids are regular, normal kids. And I'm like, yeah, what did you expect?
What are they into now? What's the big craze in your household right now?
Well, it depends on the kids. The boys are insanely obsessed with Legos like there's no tomorrow. Maddie is insanely obsessed with One Direction. This is her first sort of boy band crush kind of thing, and I'm just laughing to myself because I remember being into New Kids on the Block when I was her age.
Age gap.
Please me. And Sarah is definitely into school and sports. The little girls love those calico critters. We have all those houses and things. And overall, all 8 of them, yes, on their own, get out Maddie's little iPad and she videotapes and edits little videos of them. She makes skits and plays. They've done the Hunger Games trailer. She'll watch the trailer and they recreate them. And
Oh my gosh.
together. They do this on in their spare time. She's clogged up my laptop. I've got to get a new laptop because there's no more memory on it with all of her videos.
That's so cute. You know, you made a really good point. You talk about how so many people are so quick to judge, and Ron and I have spoken about that a lot too. And I know that you were just on Bethany's show talking to her about how you feel empathy and pity for your ex-husband, Jon. And I want to give you a chance just because, you know, you have these 8 beautiful kids, and there's a lot of stuff out there like you're suing him. People say, if you have so much empathy, why is there suing going on with the kids? Can you just kind of give like a answer to all those people that are out there judging?
Well, I mean, you know, there is a lawsuit, so I can't really give details. But what I can say is the wrong that has been done. I set out from the beginning to right that, not right that and, you know, pin somebody to the wall and do them in, just to make it right. Things that were stolen from me, you know, that I don't own because they were taken. And things like that. Now, that I set out to do from the beginning, but I think that the turn of events that occurred that was shocking and sad and upsetting to everyone is who was behind it. And for that reason, does that mean that I just say, oh, you know what, then that's fine? No, wrong is wrong. And you know, I don't do things lightly. I'm very busy. I don't have time to be involved in lawsuits, but we have the court of law to right things that have been wrong, and that's all I have to say about that. It's a different subject. It's a thing of protecting my kids' future.
Absolutely.
And our, you know, my ability to provide and my you know, falsely ruined reputation will greatly affect their future if I just let it go.
Sure will. We're talking with Kate Gosselin. The new book is Love is in the Mix. Kate, what about, you've got 8 kids. I mean, I know there must be a million women that come to you for advice on how do you handle your love life, your dating. I mean, how do you make all that work, your jobs, your projects, all that stuff? How do you sift through all that? How do you have time for a relationship with somebody when you've got that much going on?
I think the thing that I've gathered from all of those emails is sort of the second time around, once you already have kids, it kind of feels like a full, you know, like another part-time job if you're going to go out searching for somebody. And I honestly don't have that time. I've made the joke, you know, many times that anybody who, you know, I would end up dating would have to, like, beam themselves into my kitchen. And that's not even really a joke because I don't have the spare time. I would have to by accident meet somebody because I don't feel like well, I know I would just never spend the time away from my kids when there's only one of me and 8 of them and not enough for them as it is to go looking for somebody. And I really believe that everything up to this point in my life happened for a reason. And if there was somebody out there meant for us, somehow I'll find them.
That would be me.
She's got to get to the South first.
Come to Memphis and do a book signing at Davis Kidd or something, and the place will be packed. And I can't wait to get our hands on a copy of this book. Then, real quick, and I know we're running long, but what's the one thing that you absolutely have got to try that's in this book that will drive people crazy, that they'll love?
Oh, wow, that's a hard one. My pizza is delicious. The carrot sausage bean bake is amazing. Gosh, the cheesy bacon surprise is insane. And the Gosselin birthday cake, the chocolate birthday cake, I mean, I take the bowl of icing that's left and I run to the sink and put soap and water in it quick because otherwise I'll eat it all. So, I don't know. There's so many good things, and it's just a really family-oriented kind of memory book with lots of tips in it that I think that really any family could benefit from, and I hope they love it. I mean, such an honor to have my cookbook resting on, you know, people across the world's countertop. That just is amazing.
Well, we really appreciate the time that you took to talk to us. I know 8 kids, it can't be hard. Ron made the joke. He's like, K plus 8 should really be called. Is 8 enough?
Yeah, for real. No, 8 is truly enough. And I always say, like, I had 5 more than I was searching, setting out to have. But, I wouldn't change anything, honestly.
Would you ever consider having another one?
Stop it, Ron.
Never in a million years. People say, what if a guy that you meet wants to have kids of his own? I'd say, well, then I think he's not the right guy.
Yeah, and she's got her hands full.
What if a Southern DJ comes into your life and he makes you a mixtape that drives you crazy, and then you're like, I said never, but guess what?
No, I can't do it. Really...
Rejected.
That's great. All right, Kate, I do think you're hot. So anyway, that's the word. So have a good day. We love you, okay?
And thanks again for the time.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.